Yeah, next video we're going to looks at the properties of solids, liquids and gases. So this table, okay, I've got my hand on where the camera is. This pen, solid. Liquid, you can think of milk, water, juice, anything that flows the shape and fills the shape of the container is a liquid. And a gas is the air around us. If you, as I always demonstrate, put your hand out in front of you, go left and right. The particles that are hitting you in between your fingers, that's air particles, okay? But what happens when you have something like mayonnaise or something like toothpaste, okay? Now, these don't hold the shape of a solid. And by that, I mean, if I go to compress the mayonnaise, okay, it does move ever so slightly, so it doesn't fully have the property of a solid. Whereas if I try and squeeze my pen, that fully has the property of a solid. The particles are packed close and doesn't move. So, is this a liquid? Well, let's find out. Put this on there. See if that stands. Bear with me. Okay, I'll just have to hold it like that. So, take this lid out. Pour some mayonnaise. Okay. Now, does that mayonnaise hold its shape? Yeah, so it's a solid. But a solid shouldn't be squashed or compressed easily, but I can squash and compress that easily. If I go to tip the plate, this doesn't fill the shape of the plate or the container. So it's not a solid, but it's not a liquid. If I was to take the water and put a drop or two of water in the middle of the plate, you can see when I go to lift the plate, the water is flowing and filling the shape of the plate. It's going around. Okay. So we're a little bit confused about mayonnaise. Ketchup's another, not ketchup, sorry, toothpaste is another example. It's holding shape, so you think, ah, it's a solid, but then it'll pour out of this toothpaste tub. Bear with me 2 seconds. Don't want to waste too much. Okay. But again, back to the same point I had with the mayonnaise. If I was to go and tip the plate, the toothpaste isn't flowing or filling the shape of the container, only the water is. So the toothpaste and the mayonnaise are examples of substances that are semi-state. They have some properties of a solid and some properties of a liquid. What I'd like you to do now is go around the house and find other items like mayonnaise and toothpaste and see what else you can find that is a semi-state.